Next to VR, AR is advancing fast. We're not there yet as it's still in its early adapter phase, but I've already shown you that it works with my first AR glasses review this year. Today I have another one, but this one is quite different from the last. It has a different use case. This is the Rokid Air, a very light and foldable on-the-go companion. See it as a huge cinema-sized screen that you can take with you in your backpack or in your pocket. It's like a 120-inch TV that you can buy if you click the link below. But these glasses are categorized as AR, and it is, kind of, as it augments a virtual screen over the real world. By software, it can also make it look AR by superimposing virtual objects over your environment. However, the Rokid Air tracks in 3 degrees of freedom, so you cannot walk around these objects naturally. This is why I would categorize it more as a smart viewer, which doesn't have to be a bad thing depending on its use case, and Rokid did some stuff that make these glasses interesting, which we'll talk about today. I'm Cas, and this is your channel for free content about XR. All I ask in return is to leave me a like. Seriously, it helps a lot. Also, thanks to Rokid for supporting the channel by sponsoring today's video. I was going to cover it anyway, sponsored or not, but this way I can at least buy Milky Way some food. Let's get started and join me beyond reality. I think the Rokid Air is one of the best looking smart glasses compared to similar glasses I've tried so far. They achieved this only by adding this front cover on top of it. It smartly hides the system in the glasses and gives it a bit of a futuristic look, which I think looks pretty good. The frames work like regular glasses with 2 hinges at the side. Inside the temples you can find a soft fabric pad that makes it feel soft and comfy on the head, not unimportant. There is a physical button on the right temple that developers can map. I have a pretty small nose, so I was positively surprised to find that it sits nicely on my nose. Chary has a bigger nose and still thought it was comfortable too, so the adjustable nose piece seems to have enough flex to fit most, and it's comfy enough to watch an entire movie with this thing. But if you want, you can replace the nose pad. Let me show you how it works. Beneath the cover there are 2 small OLED screens and a birdpath optical module. The module is designed to reflect what's on the tiny displays onto the wearer's eyes. It also enlarges it with a mirror and it allows for a high quality image. So what I'm seeing now is a large virtual screen in front of me that looks like it's superimposed over my actual room. It's a little bit transparent too, giving that AR effect. This birdbath system doesn't cover the eyes, so if you're with someone, they won't feel so isolated from you. It's interesting tech that we've seen in these kinds of glasses more often. Content is served through a compatible device. You can use it on Android phones that support DisplayPort over USB-C. You also need Android 10 or later, and on iOS, it only works on iPads with a USB-C port. You can also use it as an external screen. It supports gaming consoles, but then you will need a compatible HDMI to USB-C adapter. On laptops or PCs, you'll need a compatible USB-C port, and it will then act like a second monitor, something Rokid calls projection mode, which can be nice if you work in a cafe or something where you cannot place your laptop comfortably. You can use the glasses instead as a screen. Possibly a fun benefit is that you also get a lot of attention from people around you, since they'll either find what you're doing futuristic cool or super weird. However, you can do the most with your phone. You can connect to one using the provided USB-C cable, and the first thing you'll see is a mirror of your phone in front of you. With this mode, you can browse the web or anything else you would do on your phone. But if you install the Rokid Air app, you can do more, as the app is like a little operating system for the glasses. The phone turns into a touchpad and some tappable buttons. From here, you can launch various apps using your phone as the controller. The touchpad supports finger gestures that allow you to navigate that OS, so you can launch apps by sliding your finger on the touchpad and then tapping to select it, 2 fingers to scroll, 3 fingers to go back to the menu. I mean, this is not rocket science. The Rokid Air also has built-in dual noise-cancelling microphones with voice control, so if you're lazy like me and don't want to use your hands at all, you can also use voice commands, which can be really convenient for small tasks like launching an app or setting the volume. Volume down, volume up, navigate home. Nice. There's a full voice command list available inside the app. Now, the Rokid Air has several use cases. You can use it for entertainment, like scrolling through social media or YouTube to watch our videos. It's all displayed on that screen in front of you so that you can sit comfortably, and it's like you're doing everything on a 120-inch monitor. The screen can be fixed to your head's position, so if you look left or right, the screen will follow your head. You can select 3DoF mode, then the screen will be fixed in a position slightly above you. No matter where you look or how much you spin around, the screen will stay there in that position. In this mode, however, the field of view limit is more noticeable, as you will see the edges of the screen when you look around. The FOV is about 43 degrees diagonal, and yes, when compared to VR, this is small, but for glasses like these, it's actually common. Of course, I would like more FOV when the text there, but for now it didn't bother me much since the screen itself looks big enough. At the right distance, it even looks bigger than my real 77-inch TV. But what I'm missing here is the ability to move the fixed screen around or to zoom it in. This is a feature Rokid said that they should add to the next generation, but using it to consume content is really fun. You can even do it while working out and anything else you do around the house. Another interesting use case is gaming, and especially third dedicated games are interesting, like Reflex Unit 2. Here the game spawns a big play field in front of you that's bigger than the glasses field of view. What's cool is that it's fixed in position so that you can look around that play field. Since the glasses have a couple of sensors, like an IMU and magnetometer, it's able to tell what you're looking at while the virtual screen stays fixed. It's kind of like you're playing on a couple of monitors stacked on top of each other with the game extended on all of them. Of course, while you look around with these glasses, you'll notice the smaller field of view, but I would still say it's a step up compared to gaming on just your phone. As you can see, the phone turns into this game controller, but you can also connect a wireless controller like the Xbox controller if your phone supports it, and then this kind of feels like you're now carrying a gaming console and TV in one, just in your pocket. There are currently 8 games or apps like this that are available through the Rokid App Store, and Rokid told me that they are planning to launch 200 more apps this year, which will have games in all kinds of genres. One more feature caught my attention. The glasses also allow you to watch 360 or 180 VR content, so you can actually look around like you would do with a VR headset. So the experience is stretched all around you. It's more limited than VR since these glasses don't support 6DoF tracking, so you cannot bend forward or move closer to virtual objects. That will be the next step for Rokid, and it is again limited by the field of view, but because it's like when you watch YouTube VR by moving your phone around, but I think it is a smart extra feature. For the sound, you can connect any headphones that connect to the device that you're using, but you can also use the HT directional speakers integrated into the strap, which actually sounds pretty good. It's loud enough and it has clear high and middle tones. The only thing lacking are the low tones and the bass. It's good enough for watching casual content, but if you want to be totally immersed, you probably want to bring your own. But okay, Cas, yes, there's a lot you can do with these glasses, but what does it look like? What is the display quality? Well, I'm glad you asked. I mentioned before that there are 2 small OLED screens in the glasses. They are 9020 x 1080 pixels per eye, so Full HD, and have a refresh rate of max 60 Hz. There are also 2 diopter adjustment diodes per eye on top of the glasses, which range from 0 to -5D. And the image quality is great. The colors look beautiful, like the blacks look deep and the sharpness is almost edge to edge. It is good enough to read subtitles clearly, which is good news, but I do notice that when you have a high contrasting foreground and background, then near the edges there's noticeable chromatic aberration. This makes it not as sharp as a regular screen, but still sharp enough to read and do everything. Hats off to Rokid here. The refresh rate should be more than enough for consuming content since most videos are 60 FPS. Maybe the only thing here is if you want to play a game at 120 Hz on a PS5 or something, that wouldn't be possible. The brightness is also surprisingly good. It can go up to 1800 nits, and I found it better than the previous AR glasses I've tried. A disadvantage is the cable that's hanging around, and the glasses also drain your phone's battery fast, but how long it lasts will depend on your phone, and this wouldn't be a problem with all the devices that can be kept charged. Then lastly, the text limitations that I talked about. So I think the Rokid Air is cool tech for specific use cases. It's not full AR yet, as that needs 6 DoF, occlusion and hand interaction, but right now there are no affordable consumer glasses capable of doing all that, since the technology just isn't there yet. So the Rokid Air is just like the previous glasses, just the beginning, but I think it's a good beginning as it already has some nifty useful features with beautiful looking optics. Just keep in mind it may not be for everyone, as it depends on what you want to do with it. If you want to know more, click the link below. The Rokid Air is available now in this starry gray color. In the box you'll get a case for the glasses, an extra nose pad, a USB-C cable, user guide and a cleaning cloth. Now I am curious, is the Rokid Air something for you, and if so, what would you use it for? Let me know in the comments below, I would love to read them. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please leave me a like too, and a special thanks go to our champions right over here, especially those, and as always, XR on!